Okay, so my name is Bemmu and I just came here by bus from Tokushima, so it's like a 2-hour bus ride. I thought I'd try this kind of new format. I have a presentation, but I also wrote a blog post about the same thing. And after the presentation, I'm going to post it to Hacker News, and we can watch the real-time statistics while you do Q&A. So my project is called CandyJapan, and this presentation is about making you guess how many lines of code there is in the Python code base of CandyJapan. And instead of explaining what CandyJapan is, I have this YouTube ad I recently got made for it.
Konnichiwa! Would you like to try some Japanese candy? CandyJapan sends you unique surprises twice a month. Here's how it works. First, go to CandyJapan.com to subscribe. Then, CandyJapan will send you all kinds of unique Japanese candy twice a month, directly from Japan. Then, just enjoy the unique candy surprises. Go to CandyJapan.com to subscribe now.
So that's the concept of the site. And yeah, currently there's about 600 people paying for this. And the stack for is Python on top of Google App Engine, and I have integrations with PayPal and Recurly. And just the landing page of the site, which looks like this, is 104 lines of Python. And in this presentation, I'm only going to think about like the Python, not about how much code there is in the templates, because I don't think that's so interesting. So besides the landing page, I had this, actually I want you to kind of guess at this point, how many lines of code do you think a site like this would have in the back end? And maybe take a note of your guess and see how close you got.
Only that page or the whole thing?
The whole thing, like everything in the back end. Just the Python part.
Did you take into account the libraries it uses, or?
No, just code I wrote. So keep your guess in mind.
How many lines of Linux code run this?
Including tests?
There are no tests. Okay, so I'm going to keep the tally up here. I put it plus minus because I think it's bad to have more code. So FAQ, list of candies, thumbnail generation, that kind of top stuff adds this much. I'm not going to read all the lines. And if you go under, this is the illustration I got made for the blog post. So this is supposed to show like just the tip of the iceberg is here, and then there's a lot of stuff going down. And yeah, PayPal integration was a bit more painful than I expected. Over 700 lines of code, but it's because I have to use this bad API, because the good API was US only at that point. And yeah, it's not JSON, you just get this weird name value pair thing. And basically I'm trying to synchronize my database by polling PayPal, so yeah, it could be done much better now. And I have Recurly so that people can enter their card numbers directly on the site. I'm kind of going in a chronological order. Like at first I only had PayPal, then I thought it would be nice if people could also subscribe using credit cards directly, so I added this on top of it. Much nicer to integrate than PayPal was.
What's MVP?
It's a name value pair API. It's kind of like URL encoded instead of JSON.
Okay. PayPal has a subscription. Did you try it, or is it suck?
Yeah, I mean, I use PayPal subscriptions. But somehow you have to keep track of the money which is coming in.
Because I mean, you can pull the thing, or it will send an API. It will access a certain API page every time somebody pays. But
Yeah, I have the IPN instant payment notification.
yeah, but if you miss something, then
Yeah, I have to go and
Yeah.
ask some more things. Actually, Recurly would also do the PayPal part, but I didn't know about it at that point. And then I thought, oh, it would be nice if people could buy gift cards. And you could, buy a gift card for your friend, and then you just send them a link to the gift card, and then they can claim it, and you don't have to know their address or anything. This turned out to be really dangerous. Now, why it's dangerous? Because there's fraud. I actually gave a presentation here before about the fraud issue, but there's like bad guys on the internet, and sometimes retailers have all of their credit cards numbers leaked, and then these people will get these card numbers and go to online stores and buy stuff using these stolen numbers. So somehow you have to detect this, and last time I got a lot of good suggestions on how to detect it, and I implemented a lot of those, and it ended up this many lines of code now.
So this one is more dangerous, right? Because it's not attached to an address.
Yeah, this is more dangerous because after you buy the gift card with the stolen card, you first of all you got to test if the card works. But now you also have a gift card, so you can go like for example on eBay and sell the gift card, and then later I'm going to get the charge back.
Right.
And, I can't really, or I could, but it's a bit sad if I cancel the prepaid card because somebody bought it in good faith on eBay. So to avoid this situation, I have gift cards disabled at the moment.
That happens less with the regular credit card payment because it's attached to an address. Is that way the gift
I
cards
mean, it's
are
less.
riskier than the
It's
regular?
less lucrative for the criminal because they don't get anything.
Right.
Like
They
they
get
get
candy.
some-
They
it's
get
like
candy.
it's like money laundering. You get the fake
Yeah.
money and you sell the fake money to somebody. You don't know.
Now you just get candies. There's still fraud, but now I can detect most of it.
Right.
And yeah, after I had to add this fraud detection, I discovered that I can't use the curly widget anymore because it just doesn't give you enough information. And that would do all the shopping cart for you, but now I have to do it anyway just to get these extra signals. So that added this many lines. And this is what the sign-up form looks like. And then there's shipping. You actually have to send things, and you have to know who to send them to. For example, this might seem really easy. Why is there so much code in there? But there's all kinds of situations. For example, somebody's paying you, the latest payment hasn't gone through, but you can detect that they still have an ongoing subscription, so you want to send to that person anyway. Or somebody's subscription is paused, or there's a manual adjustment and stuff like that. So.
Do you do any verification, like the zip code compared to the city, or?
Well, I often look up their addresses on Google Maps to see where they are.
By hand, though.
Yeah, at this point I pretty much start doing things by hand. And often it turns out it's like a reshipping center, for example, which means it's fraud. And to ship things, you have to put the label on the box, and you have to print the label somehow. So I have the code which makes the PDF for the labels, and it tries to print as many labels on one sheet as possible because these sheets cost money, and you can spend like 20 man per year on sheets if you're not careful. So you want to minimize them. I mean, it's worth it spending a few hours writing a bit of code. It saves you 20 man per year. And then sometimes boxes come back. The person didn't accept it, address is wrong, they moved somewhere. At first I was just doing it by hand, just checking who this is, but then post office would put like some sticker over their name or something. It was really time consuming, so in the end I put barcodes on the box, which looks like this. So when this box comes back, we just beat the barcode, and that's all you have to do. Instead of 15 minutes, now it takes 10 seconds. And then there's admin tools. You want to be able to view people's accounts. Otherwise, it's difficult to do customer support. I don't want to give my customer support person just like, here's the database access, just go dig through the database. Also need search. And then there's reporting, because tax office might, for example, ask you how many boxes did you send to Japan, because you have to calculate value-added tax. So reporting is also there. We're already over 5,000. And yeah, when you release your site at first, lots of people are going to come in because it's new and interesting. People are going to write about it, and it's going to be on product hunt. Everything is great, but then nobody cares after that. So you have to keep pushing, and it ends up using effort and also money to do this marketing. So you have to know who are you targeting the marketing to. So I have a questionnaire which people get after they complete their subscription. Turns out people are in their 20s, 50-50 split, female, male, and surprisingly 1/4 of people have actually been to Japan. And then you have to be able to calculate, is this marketing channel profitable or not? Should I discontinue it or continue? So you have to be able to calculate that. And then there's all kinds of things you can add to boost the conversions, like send people a reminder if they didn't complete their subscription, to go and complete it. Actually, if you push people a bit, more people will go through. A/B testing. Some people ask for free review boxes, so there has to be a system to send those. And there's transactional emails you send to people. Here's total. Who thinks they got really, really close? No? Not at all? What kind of guesses?
I was about 2,000 up.
2,000? Okay. What I learned from all this, by the way, this was over the period of 5 years. Yeah, now if you start a site like this, definitely use like Subly.co or Tradejoy, and you can do this in like a day instead of 5 years. And I should have had a separate CMS and subscription system, because now I ended up re-implementing some CMS stuff and doing it badly. NoSQL is terrible for reports. Would have been better to have an actual SQL database for running queries against. This is the App Engine data store.
Is that because you can't query within the data rows or within the boundaries?
You could import it to like BigQuery and query there, but I haven't figured out how to do that.
NoSQL queries are limited by primary keys and NoSQL
Right,
is kind of...
Basically, you end up writing Python code to do queries, otherwise you would just write some short SQL. Also, there's a limit that nothing can run over 30 seconds. So,
Why did you choose NoSQL in the first place?
I was already familiar with App Engine from previous project. Otherwise, I'm really happy with it. It's just not the best. I should have expected forward. Like, I don't know how I could have expected it, but yeah, if I could go back in time, I would tell myself like, be prepared for this.
The world is bad.
So now I'm gonna post this on Hacker News, and then see if it works.
That's fast.
Nice.
Wow.
Got one.
How many are in this room? That guy's using a cell phone.
Okay, any questions? Yeah.
So when you create a site like this, how do you know that it won't be so popular that as soon as the site goes live, you will get so many orders that you can't possibly fill them all?
Well,
You didn't think of this problem.
Just have enough profit margin that you'll be able to
You know what I mean? That you don't have enough people or you can't do yourself. You just can't possibly fill that many orders and carry that many boxes.
That's the problem.
Did
you
It's not really a problem.
When you launched, did you have a subscription? When you launched, did you have a subscription limit? Like only 100 people can sign up and then it's
No, I don't see that as a problem because if you have enough margin, you can always just hire people.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Just grab some people off the street and say, hey, you pack
yeah,
boxes.
yeah. Actually, I did that. I contacted some Chinese exchange student and gave them Ichiman to pack like 200 boxes from me. So people are happy to take money from me. So it's not an issue.
And what was the popularity first and how was the...
It's like it grew to about 300 subscribers within 3 months, and then it didn't grow almost at all for like 3 years. And then I'm not sure what happened, but suddenly I got to nearly 1,000 or so I thought, and then I discovered like 300 of those were actually fraud. And after removing those, now I'm at like 600.
I heard you were mentioning like you might sell the business. What is the rationale for that?
Actually, about once a month, when I feel really depressed about it, I think about selling it. So I'm always a bit like.
Well, but at this stage you're kind of done with it. It's running by itself. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's running by itself because I'm still working full time on it somehow. So it's mostly promotion now. Yeah. Yeah.
So 600 subscribers is steady state, so every month some of them leak out and new ones come in?
It's a steady state if I blog about it at least once a month.
So if you're okay with disclosing it, how many of the 600 do you lose per month?
I think every 2 weeks it's like maybe I'll lose 25, gain 20. It's going a bit down right now. Oh no, it doesn't seem to be picking up.
Who did you get to do your image?
Oh yeah.
And the
It's
animation?
he's called Artem. I think he lives in Russia. I found him on Upwork.
Okay. Is that the same site you used for the video as well?
No, that's a different guy. Upwork is pretty good, but you have to be prepared to look through like 30 portfolios to find one person who can actually do something.
Did you also use Upwork for getting the video made?
Yeah.
The video
Upwork,
for the video, yeah,
Yeah.
to get the video made and do the
Yeah.
voice work and all that.
Yeah, I learned making video cost about 1 per second.
Right.
So, yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
There's also companies in Japan that can make it. And they spend about 3 months making 30-second videos.
So you did most of the coding by yourself?
Yeah, I did all of it.
How did you stay, on track, avoid early optimization, and
Well,
prioritize your features? What was your kind of?
I did have
process?
dead ends. There's some code in there that I tried to make and I just never finished. I made some mistakes and I had to write even more code to correct the mistakes, like causing data inconsistencies in some cases, and then having to write code to go and fix them. How they stay on track, I don't know. Just I have to fill the orders.
Okay.
People are paying me, yeah.
If you had to do it all again,
Yeah.
would you use the same stack?
Well, like I said, I would split I think the CMS would be separate. Yeah. It's holding me back a bit now because it's not so easy to ask other people to contribute content, for example, because I don't have a good system for adding.
Would you have used some existing CMS library?
I think I would just use WordPress because, not because I like it, but because most people on Upwork know how to use it. I wouldn't touch it, I would just pay somebody to do it. Yeah.
So I was toying with the idea of shipping physical goods kind of business before, and the wall I hit there was shipping was just too damn expensive.
Mm.
But what's the ratio of price of candy to price of shipping?
It's about 1 to 1.
Oof.
Yeah.
pretty bad.
What do you charge? I guess I'd have to look at the website. What does it cost to buy something?
It used to be $25. Now I'm testing if people will pay $29.
$25 for
A box
how
now.
much?
Two boxes.
Oh.
I have one of those boxes with me now.
You have another blog post that explains the costs as well, right?
Yeah.
Is the box is already decided, the content, securities.
Actually, I wanted to give it to the person who had the most accurate guess, but I couldn't figure out who it is.
I was the only person who announced any sort of.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did the blog post. I guess around 6,000.
6,001.
What?
You must be the, yeah. You played the prices right.
I've been on project testing the blank box versus the colorful box, right?
It's
Oh,
not like
yeah.
kids candy, but.
And it was kind of inconclusive.
A/B testing is often inconclusive.
Yeah, in my scale it takes 6 months to do any kind of testing.
I've been on projects that have more lines of code in one file.
One file.
I have written files that have more lines of code in one file. It was a bad place. It was dark. I got out of it, but it was hard. Oh my.
At this point it should be showing like 20 active if it's going up. But
Did you post it All Americans Asleep or?
did you read that post? Because I tried to do research on what's the best time to post from Japan. I actually got a big query.
No, I didn't read this. No.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking about it now. I'm thinking, oh, wait.
No real pattern, I think. I mean, like, I've tried like posting at different time zones and well, it's not really correlated. I think.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah, it's
chaotic.
very unpredictable.
I have the graph. It's not clear.
Depends on probably the part of the world in which it most appeals.
Yeah, so very unpredictable.
So, yeah, it's going to be so subjective.
Google.
Where
is the highest density of
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
And
Vancouver.
Yeah, I did this actually.
oh wow.
Nice.
So this is the graph for what percent of posts about Japan get at least 10 points. And this is time, and it's not clear at all to me at least what's the best time. Looks like noise.
Sample set is maybe too strong.
Okay, I think I used up my time, so next person should.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.